He knew kind of what was going on, and he said, yeah, let's do it. If this is going to help you, if there's any chance that this is going to help you, we got to do it. Hey there, it's Melissa again, the creator and founder of thepureappeal.com, and I am sharing with you my story of how I got to where I'm at today and what has sort of spurred me onto this journey to help others. Last I had mentioned I had made an appointment with a plastic surgeon to sort of discuss what's going on, how I want to get my implants out and everything. So his concern was my blood levels. They were very low, and he wanted to talk with my oncologist. And what I forgot to say too is that I had during this time gone out to the City of Hope, which is a huge cancer center here in Los Angeles. My doctor wanted me to talk with one of the top specialists who's dealt with a lot of cases of MDS and kind of get her input on stuff. And so I did visit with her, and she confirmed, yes, you do have MDS, and kind of went over a little bit of the options that I had as far as treatment. And they typically put people on chemotherapy. It's not a curative thing. The one that they put you on, it just sort of, I don't know, keeps your blood levels level, and that the only real cure is a bone marrow transplant or stem cell transplant, which is a very intense procedure and something that I do not ever want to experience. And I know that some people go through it and they bounce back and they're able to handle it. But when I looked at the percentages and I talked with my doctors about it, the percentages as far as survival through it, they're not very promising, and so that scares me. Obviously, it would scare anybody, because what they do is they basically put you through really intense chemotherapy and radiation and completely kill off your immune system. Completely. You're basically like in a bubble in this special area of the hospital where they have filtered air. No one can come visit you. You cannot be around anybody because you have no immune system. They kill it off, and then they take donor cells and they put them into you and hope and pray that your body takes it, that your body doesn't fight them off as an invader, and that the new cells don't fight your body as an invader, if that makes sense. So anyways, so that, that's the cure that they have, the only thing that they found for MDS. So when I was at the plastic surgeon, he said he wanted to talk with her, the oncologist, to get her opinion. And of course, I wasn't there for the conversation. And based on the notes from my original oncologist and the new oncologist at City of Hope, my plastic surgeon was basically scared. He was scared to do surgery on me. He didn't think that it was smart of me to do right now. He said, you should just listen to them, get on chemotherapy, and go for it. And I was really frustrated. I felt so trapped. I spent nights crying about it, because it was like, this is my body and I feel good. And, even the oncologist said that she thinks that I'd be okay for surgery as long as they put me on antibiotics afterwards to prevent any sort of possible infection. But that my body was healthy enough to handle surgery. So I was like, here I am needing to do this surgery, and the doctors won't do it. They won't help me. And I was so distraught and sad and upset and angry. So anyways, I picked myself up by the bootstraps, and I said, you know what? This is, it's just one door closing. I got to open up more doors. Windows are opening. I'll jump through a window and find something, because this is my life we're talking about. And I'm not going to just back down with one, or two people saying no. So I made an appointment with another plastic surgeon. I figure I'm in Los Angeles, very close to Beverly Hills, the capital of plastic surgery. So there's got to be a fabulous, excellent surgeon that will help me. And luckily I did. I found one that was awesome. I told him my story. I told him what was going on. At this point, I was back on the steroids because of my skin. My sweet syndrome was really bad, and I knew that if I was going to have surgery, that I had to be on steroids, because otherwise, wherever they make the incision, my skin would start to flare up and create a big open sore. I know that's really gross, but sweet syndrome does that, so it kind of attacks if there's any cut or nick or something. So I knew that was my only hope. So he knew I was on steroids. He knew kind of what was going on, and he said, yeah, let's do it. If this is going to help you, If there's any chance that this is going to help you, we got to do it. So right before my surgery, I met with a different oncologist because I didn't like that first one. I didn't like his pushing of the chemotherapy. I needed someone to be a little more honest with me and tell me and listen to me, answer my questions. And so I found a different oncologist that was he's amazing. He's still Western medicine centered, and he does believe that, chemotherapy is the option, but he really was more interested in how a 33-year-old woman can get MDS without any prior exposure to heavy, chemicals and radiation. And so he says, your levels are okay. They're not dangerously low. You don't need to start chemotherapy right away. Let's take some time and figure out what we're going to do, how we're going to do this. And, he also called me back later too and said, I want you to go meet with a geneticist because we want to study your genes and figure out how this happened and why this happened. So I feel very blessed that I found him and that I'm continuing to see him. I went through my surgery, got my implants taken out. I healed totally fine. I'm doing excellent. Despite my original doctors thinking that I wouldn't heal properly or that things would go really south. And the only thing that I can attribute it to is the changes that I made in my life and the foods that I'm eating, the supplements that I'm taking, all this research that I've been doing for, what helps with healing leukemia naturally, because there's nothing that I've found for healing MDS naturally. And so I have to kind of go by how you can heal leukemia naturally, because knowing that they're kind of along the same line of sickness, that's what I'm going for. And I have a fabulous physician that's helping me too. And I've been receiving high-dose vitamin C infusions, IV infusions, which I believe are really, really helping me. And so, through this journey, I have explored and learned so much, and I continue to learn every single day. This has become my full-time job because honestly, this is my life, and I'm going to thrive in this. And if, even if I have MDS for the rest of my life, as long as it doesn't progress, I'm fine. And so I'm really trying hard and learning along the way all the different things that I can do to help myself. And with that, I want to help others. I started this journey when I decided I wanted to go the alternative route. I felt like I was so alone because everything here is Western medicine. It's chemotherapy, radiation, those are your options. And it was really hard for me to find someone that I trusted, a credible source of information of how can I do this? How can I heal myself? What are the steps I can take? And if I'm having trouble finding that here in Los Angeles, it's a huge city, and it's a huge city where people believe in alternative healing. I can't imagine someone sitting in the middle of Arkansas or Tennessee or Minnesota or wherever, and they're sitting there, going through the same thing that I am. They've just been diagnosed with cancer, any kind of cancer, breast cancer, lung cancer, whatever it might be. And if they want to go the route of healing themselves naturally, who are they going to turn to? And with, my passion in this is I want to be that person to help someone because I felt so alone. I had no one. I had my husband supporting me, obviously, and my family is hugely supportive, but they haven't been through this, so they don't know either. They we're all just kind of blindly going through this. And so the research that I've done, the doctors that I've talked to, all this stuff that I've investigated, I want to help other people and be there with them. I want to coach them and help them and, hold their hand and coach them through it and help them and guide them and let's figure this out together. Let's heal ourselves naturally. And I'm so passionate about this. And to jump back to, I did have my implants sent to a pathologist who's going to study them and see what chemicals are in it, if there's any sort of toxins, mold, bacteria, whatever's in it, so that I know how I can detox my body properly. And also to bring awareness that if it was my implants, because I can't honestly say right now that it was, but if it was, I want to bring light to that and tell people and say, warn people and say, this is what can happen. You can get sick from these implants. And we know already that people can get a different kind of cancer, lymphoma, and that alone should scare people. You can get a cancer from breast implants. It's known. It's a lymphoma cancer. And that's scary, you know? And I just want people to know these things. I want people to know that these are dangerous. And regardless, you should love your body for what it is. Treat your body well. Build up your immune system. Let it do its thing. Your body is not trying to fight you all the time. If anything, it's trying to heal you. And if you keep toxifying it, it's gonna start malfunctioning, which is basically what my body was doing. And I just need to find that root cause. And I believe that I've found that root cause. And I'm gonna continue to heal, and I'm gonna continue to get better. And I wanna continue helping you in your journey also, because I want you to get better. I want you to have someone there to support you and, you know, tell you the research. You know, I've done all the hours and the time of research, and I continue to every single day. This is my full-time job. And I want to help you, and I don't want you to feel like you're alone. You're not alone. It's a scary time. I get it. I was scared. One of the big things that really terrified me was thinking that my daughter, she's 5 years old, could be motherless. You know, if I didn't step up and say, you know what, I'm fighting for my life. This is my life, and I'm going to live it. And I am not going anywhere, and I'm not gonna leave her motherless. I'm going to be there for her for every milestone that she reaches. And that right there is a huge why in how I live my life, of, you know, the things that I do, why I do what I do, because I need to be there for her, you know? And you may have your own why, and it could be your family, it could be, you know, your job, it could be whatever, but something that's really important to you. And regardless, we all want to live, we all want to continue living. And when you're diagnosed with cancer, it's scary, I get it. But if you think about it, if you step up and you say, you know what, I'm not gonna succumb to this, I'm gonna stay positive, and that's a huge thing, you gotta stay positive. And I'm gonna find out how to do this, how to heal myself, and where it starts, the first place it starts is within yourself. You have to chill, you have to calm down and regroup and figure out what could be causing this. So anyways, I'm gonna stop my rambling here. I wanna thank you so much for watching my series and my story here. I really appreciate your time and your interest, and I would love it if you could go check out my website, thepureappeal.com. And I am there to help you. I have articles, I have my blog, I have all kinds of information that's there to help you. And I want you to know that you are not alone in this. You're not alone in this journey. Alternative healing is available. You can heal yourself. You have the power, it's within you, and you will have a support team. So please come over to my site, and I would love to meet you. Send me a message, tell me your situation, tell me your story. I wanna hear it, because you know, I'm opening up my story here to you, and there's a lot of things that I kind of skipped over because this series could be really, really long. This is where I'm at now, and it has really just, it has shown me my purpose in life, to help other people and to bring awareness to these, not only these rare diseases, MDS, sweet syndrome, but also the fact that breast implants can cause illness. There's a whole group that I'm in Facebook of over 1,500 women at this point, and it's growing every single day, that are sick from their implants. They don't have MDS, but they have all sorts of other issues, neurological, physical. Some of them are bedridden because of their implants, and when they get them out, all those diseases and those sicknesses start to go away, and it's really amazing. And so I want to bring attention to that as well. So I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching, and I would love it if you subscribe to my channel so that you can keep up with everything that we're doing and how we can help you guys, and we can help each other, I should say. So thank you again so much. Check out my website, thepureappeal.com, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.